Here's a quick tour of just a display case of different ceramic vessels at the Art Institute. Hello, my name is Abby Kalani, and my presentation is on China and porcelain production and how has it affected modern art and other things, and even historical art. I believe we owe a lot to the Chinese when it comes to porcelain production and the involvement of ceramic arts as a whole. They were the first people to discover porcelain in their city of Jingdezhen, China, in the Han Dynasty. They became very popular after that, and the porcelain caught on all throughout the world. As many of us know, China is famous for tea as well, so as you can imagine, their pottery, since they did a lot of teapot work, was heavily used for tea parties, eating, trade, and then just general things for the palace. A lot of things that were made for palace commissions from the emperors. Another cool fact is that when you see a lot of the cobalt blue on the porcelain ceramics, you'll notice that throughout the different dynasties, when I was at the Art Institute, I noticed that there's different hues of the blue. And this is due to the fact that each emperor wanted their own custom blue color, so they were mixed for each different dynasty. I think that's a fun fact. I want to point out that porcelain is made from feldsparic rock, ground to powder and then mixed with water, and that is how the porcelain is made. There are some video clips upcoming that will show how porcelain is made. Super cute teapot of a dragon. A couple other notes on Jingdezhen, the porcelain city, is that it is a city in the southeastern part of Asia, and it also has been producing pottery for about 1700 years, so I think that's kind of cool. And for a closer look, there is Jingdezhen on a map, and if you zoom out, then you will see the ocean. Something I learned a lot about during this project was just Chinese culture as a whole, a lot of history and about the different dynasties, because when you take a look at each different dynasty, you find pottery and colors and different designs that are characteristic to each dynasty, so I thought that was a really interesting thing to learn about. I didn't know I wanted to. First, over here we have a lot of the classic cobalt blue that makes China's pottery so distinguishable. Another thing we see here is like the yellow colors. It's really hard to achieve, so that shows the excellence of the ceramic artist. to see some of the classic celadon glazes that made also China very popular for the classic light greenish blue, which is really, really pretty and delicate, seen here. The next thing I want to talk about is the importance of production and royalty in ceramics, so this next clip will talk about that.
因为我们知道这个官窑世家，它是专门自己生产的，也是皇帝老是专门自己独家使用的，所以它是民间或者其他人是不能用的，包括它的纹样都是不能流失的，它控制得非常严格。它那个石器，它的掩埋都是有意识掩埋的，都是挖了一个坑，一坑一坑的，还有一层防土把它盖住，所以当时也算是非常严格的。
With security enforced to the maximum, on average no more than a few pieces than 100 would cost.
So here's a few pieces of excavated pottery. This is what the gentleman was talking about in the last video. A lot of the palaces wanted to keep their designs a secret so that they would bury them, and that's why you find large numbers of like thousands of pieces of pottery in museum exhibits that have been excavated, is because they used to bury them to hide designs from people who would try to steal them. So here's a few examples for you. While we're on the topic of production, we might as well talk about kilns. So here is a picture of a downdraft climbing kiln. It is engineered to maximize airflow and move the flames through the kiln to idealize patterns. So it's really kind of cool. And this is a diagram of how the kiln works. So if you look closely, you can see the arrows, and that's how the air is supposed to travel. So, what made porcelain so popular? Everyone's probably wondering that, so here are some fun facts. Porcelain is super strong, as you guys just saw in the other pictures. It's able to become very, very thin, often showing the beauty of the product, being that it can be so thin, and the skill of the potter that they were able to get it that way. Fun fact number 2, porcelain can withstand extremely high temperatures. It goes to a cone 10, so in ceramic terms that means 2,652 degrees. So it's really, really good for electronics, so that's where we're going with the modern day impacts. That'll be next. Now we're moving into modern porcelain use. So here you can see the whole bathroom is done in porcelain tile, very common for bathroom nowadays. And then here we have a light bulb socket. These are really common. You'll find them in a lamp. And again, this is great because porcelain can withstand really high temperatures, and that's great for dealing with electricity. And of course, our toilets are porcelain.